This engine is sitting up on these studs. It's in the air. I just put these solid motor mounts in because those were on my car and it didn't like to do anything and was very uncomfortable, but perfect for a race car. All right, I'm here in the shop today. I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I haven't been to the shop in like 2 weeks. I've been filling off the last recording that I did. You could tell I was starting to feel a little rough, so. But 4-valve NTR 3650 is out of Cobra. And it is in that car. Lucky there. I'll go over and record some of that. But this car's pretty stripped. The dash is even out. Just to access a little bit more of the wiring harness. IRS is out of this car. Lucky. Cool, right? Mark has done all this in 2 weeks. So, IRS. Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Boom! Independent rear suspension, brother. Angle kit, kind of. See that right there, brother? 4.6 liter 4-valve. But yeah, K-member. And this side's done too. Got some big angle, brother. Look at that. Quite a lot of positive camber, but that's to be figured out later on. But yeah, we're dialed. So I'm gonna start fiddling with some certain stuff. And hello, friends. Don't mind the shop being a little bit, I say a little bit dirty, but we're working, right? So progression. And then Mark put in this awesome piece of aluminum. He missed the top. He hadn't done that quite yet, but wiring and all the fuses and stuff, because Mark wants to do the tubular front end first. That way wires, well, this isn't really a wire, but wires like this aren't hanging and potentially getting welded here. Wires just like this, they're not hanging, they're secured, so we ain't gotta worry about that. But tubular front end at some point, where we're just kind of working out little kinks, not kinks, but kind of making sure everything's done proper, right? What is going on, boys? Here in the shop, Dad has been working on this front end, as you can see. And then we have an intake pipe that will go down here. Not really for air, more so for like getting it out of the way, instead of, because it was this huge box, which usually has a filter inside of it right here, and that was just taking up a lot of space. So it's more so for like room, I guess you could say. It'll probably actually like lose more performance than it gains, but that's okay. So when the Mustang pulls the Mustang, it is safe enough and will hold it. And when it does bend, you just unbolt it and kind of reshape it the best you can. All right, boys, back in the shop yet again. Dad got done welding this, and all the tabs and stuff are put into place, and intake and all that clears. Barely, but clears. Looks all nice. Mark got this thing painted, I guess, yesterday. Yesterday I was doing a sim comp, so he couldn't come down. But she looking pretty freaking sweet. Let me look at that.